In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, it is the Europa League second knockout round. We're taking on Real Sociedad over 2 legs. It's a double header. And before we crack into that, we've had our youth intake. Do we have any good prospects coming through the club? Let's find out. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well. Before we get into today's video, please do go down below and leave a thumbs up if you are looking forward to it, and if you have not done so already and enjoy the content here on the channel, then please do also subscribe to the channel and turn that notification bell on. All that good stuff for the YouTube algorithm, and it is greatly appreciated on my end as well. So we could have actually just got into the gameplay today pretty much straight away if not for this inbox item here, because nothing's happened gameplay-wise in a match since yesterday's episode where we took on PSG twice. If you have not checked that episode out, then the link is in the top right corner now. Mixed results from those 2 games. I won't spoil it for you, but if you watched, you'll know. Probably actually worked out best for us in a weird way. And prior to this game, as I said, we could have just got straight into gameplay, but we have had our youth intakes. We're going to get into this first briefly, and then we'll crack into the 2 games. We've also got a League R game against Marseille in between the Europa League tie, so we'll show you guys highlights of that at some stage as well. But here is our youth intake. So, again, like last year was pretty disappointing, I said at the time. We've had a few players come through to the first team from that, the likes of Kamara, most notably, who's been doing a decent job for us when we've called upon him at right back. This year's youth intake looks a little bit better. We've still got some work to do, I think, but during the year we did improve the junior coaching budget and facilities, that sort of thing. So hopefully in next season, if we're still here, then we might be able to see something even better than what we've got this season. But the main man who we are going to be pinning our hopes on from this youth intake, it looks like, is Suleiman Kassoum, who joined us from Red Star. Pinched him, and to be fair, I can see why. He is exceptional finishing, his dribbling and first touch is good, acceleration and balance. He looks like he could be a really good talent for us, and he's only going to grow at 16, so I'm very excited about this guy. Whether we use him while we're at the club a lot, I'm not too sure, but we now have a stack of young strikers coming through the system, so that is good. Apart from that, we've got some guys with a decent amount of potential all the way down to Valit. These are the guys who I'm probably going to sign, and the rest of these guys unlikely, but we do have a trial game that for the first time in quite a while I'm going to be able to attend, but it's in 2 weeks in game, so I'm probably not going to sign anyone in this episode. I'm going to have a look at them first, but we'll have a quick look at the other ones. Emmanuel Nicord, he is a centre-back come right-back come defensive midfielder. Nothing special, but could do something for us with that potential. Marc Giroud, very good determination, so he should reach that potential. He is a left/right-back, which is a nice combination. Papa Diop, who is a right winger. Again, nothing special standing out there, although he's already got some really nice passing and flair, so yeah, he could potentially do something for us, or at the very least the second team. That's something we've also got to consider. Moussa Diallo from Guinea, a midfielder. Again, decent stats for a youngster, I suppose. Axel Jean, a French striker. Honestly, that looks a bit average, but apparently he's got potential. He might be more of an attacking midfielder, in fact, with some of those stats. And the other one, we're probably going to sign Antoine Valit, a goalkeeper, who looks okay, I suppose. I mean, none of them look good at the moment, but they are youngsters. I'll also, once we sign these guys too, I'll also get that Zealand face pack onto things so they get some nice looking real faces on them. But that is our youth intake, the one that we're really going to be putting our hopes on from this one, Suleiman Kassoum. So now that we've got that out of the way, we can pretty much get straight into today's game. We will come back for the coverage. We have no injury concerns that are new since yesterday's episodes. Hudson-Odoi still out, but we can get by without him pretty comfortably, I feel. They are 5th in La Liga. Let's see how we get on against Real Sociedad in the first league at the Anoeta. Real Sociedad, the home team, a 4-3-3, quite narrow. The main name that you'll recognise on that list up top, Anthony Martial, getting towards the end of his career now, but still some pretty good stats. So he's one we're going to have to keep an eye on. Our team is the first choice team that we would be hoping to put out for a game like this. So we are in good shape, and hopefully we can bounce back from the second game of yesterday's episode and put in a performance more like the first one, because to say that was an up and down episode would be an understatement. And saying that, if we're able to repeat results from that, we'd actually go through 5-3 on aggregate, so maybe it's not going to be too bad. We are in our dark blue and yellow, playing left to right. Real Sociedad in the white and blue stripes. Nothing's happened after 10 minutes though. Let's see if something happens soon. Goal kick, the first main highlight. We're 20 minutes in and we start to get something going hopefully here. Puig will try and find Enrique, heads it back to Agume, who returns the favour. And now Gabriel Fernandez in a good spot. He's a little way away from the goalkeeper, or I should say the goal, and that is probably why that was a comfortable save for Ramiro. We have the corner and the Anzu heads it over the bar. Got some good chances for us there, but it's still 0-0 after 20 minutes. Throw into Monaco just after the half-hour mark. We get it to Ampadu. And as I said, this is the away league. If we can get a goal here, it would be greatly helpful. Now, Dembele's carrying an injury. His shot blocked, fell to Tessier, but he blasted it over the bar. Let's see if Dembele can continue. That could be an early issue for us. And they boot that out to Kerala on an interesting angle. Do Real Sociedad from that resulting goal kick. And now Sola will find Moreno, and they look to get something going. Amrabat, who has been quite involved early from the highlights that we've seen. Zubamendi. Can the La Liga side strike first against Liga R side? And you bet they can. That's a nice ball from Zubamendi. Sola is in. And we are 1-0 down after 33 minutes. And our form, since that first game of yesterday's episode, not great, you'd have to say. Zubamendi, it's a nice ball. Somehow Sola has been able to just shake off all the defenders there. It might be the three players they've got in that attacking role quite narrow. It was a good ball for him, and they go 1-0 up. Another chance possibly here for Real Sociedad, I was going to say, but we do intercept the ball, and it's Flavio Enrique who makes his way down the left wing. Can he square this into the box? He does. It's Dembele down for Puig. Oh, what a chance, but straight at the goalkeeper. That was the chance to get the away goal and level things up. We miss it. And now Moreno in a good position, although he was offside. Good chance of Puig there. Still 1-0. Throw in to Monaco just before half-time. Hopefully we can create another chance like that last one. A very good opportunity for us, but we just didn't get it either side of the goalkeeper. And now Puig back on the ball, back to Ampadu. He holds things up. Agume, Fernandez, Mulder tries to find Enrique, can't. Just blocked in time. They clear it, but only out to tap sober, and we look to go again. Dembele back out to Tessier. Into Enrique. That's a good chance. He hits the post. Two very good chances in this first half for us. In fact, 3 if you count the earlier one, and it is going to be 1-0 to Real Sociedad at half-time. Not that disappointed with the performance, especially late in that half. We really got some chances going, but unfortunately, Real Sociedad had a very good chance, and they took it. Now, Ousmane Dembele is carrying an injury. I think we might actually take him off. It's a bit controversial, but he's a bit important. We're going to make an interesting change here. We're going to put Flavio Enrique on the right wing and Edwin Quintero up top. We'll see if the two players who are among our most talented at the club can link up. We'll make that change. Enrique, of course, a pretty good dribbler. We'll leave things as they are for now, but Mulder's not having a good game. Neither is Ampadu. There's a few players here not really playing that well. Enrique is not exactly having a great game either, but we'll see if putting him on the wing helps. And we'll get into the second half where hopefully the boys show me something else. We will be playing left to right, but a pretty quiet game so far. The chances we've had, though, have been a little bit wasteful with, and Real Sociedad have been quite clinical. 1-0, I won't be too disappointed with, but 2-0, we might be in a bit of trouble. Sociedad give Gordon the ball early in that second half, and we get underway, 1-0 down. Throw into Sociedad coming up to the 50-minute mark. Martial back to Lucas Digne. I believe that is, still haven't checked that. Amrabat back out to Digne. And they get something going here to Sociedad. It's a good ball. Sola somehow was left open, but it's luckily hit the post. And we might get something going on the counter here. Gabriel Fernandez is off down the left-hand side just after we've gotten away with a potential chance for Sociedad, who really should have made that 2-0. The effort from Fernandez is blocked, and we now go down the other end for a Sociedad corner, and they are well on top here. Tapsoba heads that clear, and Flavio Enrique will get on the end of this, and this looks like a very good chance. Can he slot Quintero? And he might not need to. Oh, he should have passed that. What was he doing, you idiot, Flavio? I'm tempted to take you off. He could have just passed that to Quintero. He had to go himself, and I don't know why. He's absolutely blown it in the end. That was a golden opportunity. We should be 1-1 by now. We've had some really good chances in this game, but not clinical enough. And some of these guys aren't playing very well either, so I think we're going to have to make some changes very shortly. And indeed, we're getting up to 60 minutes. We'll make some changes. Now, I'm not overly impressed with Enrique at the moment, but he's actually not the worst player on the field. Alvaro Fernandez will come on for Mulder, who's stinking out the joint. And we've also got Ampadu and Puig, who aren't having great games. I think we'll take Puig off out of those. He's the less talented in terms of star rating of our players. So we'll bring Koulibaly on for him. We've got Tessier on a yellow card, which we need to keep an eye on as well. But hopefully we can get an equalising goal, because we've had enough chances to get that. And if we do, an away goal could be quite important. 1-0 with half an hour to go. Free kick to Sociedad. All the highlights seem to be starting from their end, and they've got their second. And we are in trouble again in the second knockout round of the Europa League. Our boys just not doing enough when they get the opportunity, it's fair to say. And that's a nice free kick from Digne. Somehow Marino's got his head on that. And we are 2-0 down. And we need to have a big shout at these boys. I'm going to berate them. There you go. And we'll see if we can get something going. Pathetic so far. And we finally have a free kick, and maybe we can get something going. 2-0 is a bit of a struggle, but if we can get it to 2-1, it might not be so bad. I have a feeling Quintero's offside there. And indeed he was. Not happening today yet again. 2-0 down with 20 to go. Throw into Monaco. 18 minutes left. We really need a goal soon. Otherwise we are pushing it uphill in the second leg. Enrique, that's an open header. Oh, he's missed again. Flavio Enrique having an absolute stinker today, and it's costing us 2-0 with quarter of an hour to go. Corner. Enrique to put it in. Hopefully he can find someone's head. He does, but it's a great save from Ramiro, and nothing is coming off today for us. The home league is well and truly favouring Sociedad, I was about to say, but this time we get the ball in the back of the net, and I have to say it feels like we deserve that. We've had a lot of chances. This time the Anzu Ramiro goes up in a really weird kind of wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man kind of way, and the ball finds the back of the net, and we are back in this, and at the very least we've got an away goal. 2-1, not as bad at all, especially if we can get another one, and as long as we hold this, although Quintero might make it 2. Oh, we are right back in this. We've kicked into gear, and just like that, in the space of about 5 minutes, I think that is, we have gone from 2-0 down to 2-2 and 2 away goals as well, which could be oh so crucial. And we've been outplayed, it feels like, for most of this game. As I said, we've created some really good chances, but haven't taken them. And Sociedad have had most of the run of play, but just like that, we get 2 goals, and all of a sudden, we are on top in this tie, it feels like. 2-2 with 10 minutes to go. Clearly onside there, Quintero. Nice finish. 94th minute, we are over referee's time. Digne puts that throw in, and it is quickly cut out, and that is full time, and we have somehow escaped with a 2-2 draw there. We had more shots, a lot more on target as well. Somehow, Real Sociedad, both their shots on target went in the back of the net. We were very wasteful today. We hit the woodwork once. Flavio Enrique had a couple of chances to put the ball in the back of the net or even assist Quintero. Didn't do it, but he did get an assist in the end before the Nianzou goal in the 78th minute. And then quickly after that, Quintero was slotted through nicely. And we came back from 2-0 down to equalise the game at 2-2. And that is a pretty good result in the away league, as long as we can draw with these guys at the Stade Louis 2, and it isn't a 2-2 draw. We would be going through to the next round of the Europa League. What we will do is we will come back shortly for that second leg after showing you guys highlights from the Marseille game I'm about to play in between with the rotated squad, so I'll see you shortly. Okay, before we get into the second leg of the Europa League, here is the highlights from the Marseille game, and we scored an own goal through Martinez Quarta, and it was 1-0 early in the second half, but finally we got a goal, and Heleni, after a slide tackle went wrong, was able to bury that off the bench. Pascal and Heleni coming on for Hudson-Odoi, who could only handle one half of football, and then Flavio Enrique was put through, Gary that was put through in the 59th minute. Not sure why Enrique was being shown there on the graphic, but Gary getting our goal not long after that, and we made it 2-1. And I'm not sure what happened about that last goal. It wasn't the winning goal because that was scored by Gary, but they showed an Enrique one for some reason. Either way, Garrity got the winning goal. It was actually hit the goalkeeper's hand and went in the back of the net. So we were able to rescue a 2-1 result from that. And if you look at the stats, we actually did deserve it. We wasted a lot of chances. Quintero missed some very good opportunities, not squaring the ball when we hit the opportunity. We hit some 2-on-1 opportunities with the goalkeeper, but players opting to take the shot themselves instead of roll a teammate in. A pretty frustrating performance, at least for the early part, but once we got that first goal, we got a second shortly after, and we're able to pick up a nice 2-1 win there. Sorry we can't show you the last goal, but for some reason that highlight is not coming up, and as you can see, the clock's still ticking. We've got our first team available for this second leg, a 2-2 result we take into the home leg, so away goals could be important for us. Let's see if we can go through to the next round of the Europa League. TV coverage for this one. Here is our team, exactly the same as we put out in that first leg, so hopefully we can at least play like we did towards the end of that game. Real Sociedad, a different formation. Unfortunately, the player names aren't coming up. A 4-2-4 or 4-2-2-2. You could say they've got Isaac and Martial up front, so that is a dangerous combo we need to keep an eye on. And they will be kicking off playing left to right as the rain starts absolutely hosing down in Monaco. We are in our home uniform playing right to left, and hopefully we can at the very least draw this game and not concede 2 goals. If we do that, because then we will be going through to the next round as Asensio gets injured for Sociedad, it looked like there. Now Dembele with an early corner and taps over, puts in the back of the net, and we've had a blinder of a start. The first highlight, and Dembele corner, it is taps over, who gets his head onto it, buries it top left corner, and we are now 1 goal up. And with those 2 away goals, it is looking very good. As long as we don't let them back into this, it is a good start for us. 1-0 after 8 minutes, and we watch Sociedad kick things off. Again, they give the ball straight to Enrique, and he is through here. Can he make it 2-0 early? No, it's a good sliding tackle. They nearly gift us a goal here, but it will remain 1-0 for now, although now Dembele gets the ball back off them again, and we're all over them here. Fernandez nearly got on the end of it. They concede a corner. That is some very messy play from Sociedad. And they will show us this corner, so this is interesting. Dembele to put it in. This time it is headed clear by Sociedad. Puig to tidy things up. Maybe this highlight will continue. He plays it back, and now we give the ball away. It goes out. Hopefully that's the end of a little bit of a messy spell of play. We are 1-0 up after 10 minutes. Throw into Monaco after 25 minutes. We try and find Gabriel Fernandez. The Sociedad defence clear it, but we get the ball back. Dembele into Enrique. A decent chance. I think the defender might have been in the way of the goal. Blast it wide, still 1-0, but we have yet another throw in. And maybe we can make this 2-0, which would give us a little bit of a cushion, although Fernandez and Helter are having a little bit of a battle for the ball there on that left-hand side. It finds its way to Mulder. He puts the ball in for Enrique. Oh, Dembele with an absolute tap-in. We are 2-0 up. Absolute gift that was. Flavio Enrique tried to get his foot to it at the near post. Somehow the ball ended up falling to Dembele at the far post, and the goalkeeper was already on the ground. He just had to put it in the back of the net. Here you can see it. The ball just, Enrique tries to get on the end of it. It deflects off Bardet. The goalkeeper's in no man's land. A tap-in for Dembele. 2-0 up after half an hour. 4-2 on aggregate. It is looking good, and yet another highlight. Maybe we can make it 3. This is our best performance early on for a little while anyway, so that is good to see from us as Gabriel Fernandez makes his way in from the left wing. The ball taken off him from Amrabat, and now it's Helter. And maybe it's Sociedad who might try and get us on the counter. Alexander Isaac. Here's a shot. Oh, it's a wonderful finish. And just like that, they are back in it, because one more goal and those away goals that we picked up will disappear. And all of a sudden, I'm not quite so confident. We got that nice cushion, but this is a wonderful finish from Alexander Isaac. I'm not sure about the goalkeeping here, to be honest. But to be fair, was just snuck in the net, hasn't it? It's 2-1 after half an hour. And yet another highlight. Tessier to throw it into Dembele. Hopefully we can pick up a third on the day just to get that 2-goal cushion back. Puig tries to find someone. Keller heads that back to Romero though. So maybe this could be an equaliser for Sociedad, or at least a highlight for them. They boot it long for Ricky Puig. So that's a bad clearance from the goalkeeper. Agume making his way towards the box. Back to Ampadu, out to Mulder, who put that dangerous ball in for our second goal before. He puts another one in, and Dembele this time blasted over the top of the crossbar. 2-1 after half an hour, 4-3 on aggregate. And every time I say that, we're coming to another highlight. Dembele back to Tessier, making his way towards the box. Ampadu on the run, the shot blocked. And Moreno now for Sociedad might be able to get something going on the counter, and they've got numbers. Someone take him down. Yep, that's actually a good tackle. I don't mind a yellow card for this one. Nyanzu, he will receive a yellow, and that will make it this time 2-1 with 35 minutes gone. Slight breather as we have another highlight from a throw, and Tessier to put this in. Henrique can't get his head to it, and the ball is claimed before Agumi can tidy up position for us. Nyanzu, who picked up that yellow card before, didn't mind that because they were in on goal. There were Sociedad. As Puig now finds Dembele, and hopefully we can get something going before half-time. As I said, get that 2-goal cushion back. Puig, Agume, Fernandez. He holds the ball up. Agume again. Ampadu. Fernandez. Henrique out to Mulder, who's in a lot of space. Can pick his man out now, although he goes back to Agume. Puig. Fernandez was in space. Here's a shot. Oh, it's a very good effort. Ramiro with a wonderful save. Not sure how the ball's gone to the opposite direction of where his hands are going, but it's a good save, and we have a corner. Dembele puts it in. They clear it away back to him. Now Mulder with a header. He was free, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. It's still 2-1 coming up to half-time. Late highlight. Here we are over referee's time, so this would be very frustrating. Molino for Sociedad. It is a tackle. The ball goes out for a corner. If they get something here, I'm going to be a bit filthy, it's fair to say. We hit it clear. Hopefully this is half-time, although Dembele's with the ball now, so hold the whistle there, referee, please. Dembele making his way in the box, tries to put one across. Interesting highlights to end the first half there. Usually that's what you get at the end of the game, but a full-on first half here. 2 early goals for us through Tapsoba and Dembele. They got one shortly after through Alexander Isaac, but we have thoroughly dominated this game. You can see yet again, so far in this tie, they've had 3 shots on target and they've all gone in the back of the net. So they're trying to FM us, it's fair to say, but we do hold a 1-goal lead, and at the moment that away goals rule is going to help us out. But if Sociedad get another, then that is wiped out, and we cannot concede anymore, because if this goes to 3-3, then it would be Sociedad going through. So we need to tighten up at the back, I think it's fair to say. Now with Nyanzu on a yellow card, we are going to take him off. I don't want to risk anything here. We'll bring Sevillano in for him. Tapsoba can go switch positions with him for those corners. That will be the one change we make going into the second half. And hopefully we can get another goal, or at the very least stop Real Sociedad getting another, because if they get another, we might be in trouble in terms of that nice away goal cushion we had after the first leg. Well, this is a good early chance for us, although they just dropped back in time due to the Sociedad defence. 2-1, 4-3 on aggregate as we start the second half, and we do have a free kick that Tapsoba takes quickly to Mulder. Agume. Ampadu tries to find Henrique. He's in a nice position here. Slotted away, Flavio. Oh, he's a shocking run of form at the moment, Flavio Henrique. And it remains 2-1 after 50 minutes. Throw in right near the corner post there for us. Now Puig keeps possession, puts one across. Gabriel Fernandez, the shot is blocked and saved off the line. I think that was from a defender. Very good defence there from Sociedad, and it might actually be their highlight, because Moreno's on a run here, although we do get possession back. Tapsoba back to Gordon, and Sevillano just says we're not mucking around, we'll hoof it clear. And now it's a corner to Sociedad, and Dembele's going to get on the counter here, and hopefully he can slot Henrique away perhaps, although he might just have a crack himself. Dembele, this time he plays Henrique through. Oh, what a finish from a very, very tough angle. I thought we'd blown that, and we are now 3-1 up, and we have our 2-goal cushion back, 5-3 on aggregate. You can see Dembele, nice run off a cleared corner, and I thought about here he might look to play Henrique through. Took a little bit longer. A slide tackle just got the ball out towards the touch. That's a wonderful finish from a tight angle. And we are 3-1 up, as I said, 5-3 on aggregate. Okay, 68 minutes gone, and we've got some red hearts. Dembele having a wonderful game, but we'll bring Hudson-Odoi on for him, and also Amin Ghali on the left wing. Those are our subs. Let's see if they can close this game out. A 2-goal lead with 20 minutes to go. Throw in for Sociedad. We clear it somewhat, but not very far. It's Kirla back to Zulualaka. I believe that is all long shot, which was actually quite threatening. And a wonderful save from Goron to keep that out, and it remains 3-1 with 15 to go. Hopefully we can keep this out as well. And Hudson-Odoi, we might have another similar chance to what we had last time. Plays the ball to Henrique a bit earlier than Dembele did before. And Henrique just holds things up. We will have a throw in deep in our end though. Good save from Goron to keep it at 3-1 with 14 minutes to go. and they will show us the throw-in, which we give straight back to them, which is a bit frustrating. And Alexander Isak would have been one-on-one there with the keeper if not for that tackle by Tapsoba. He's having a good game at the back for us, and we get possession back. Puig up to Hudson-Odoi, and he makes his way in field with fresh legs. Garley in a lot of space. He'll have a crack, and a great save from their goalkeeper as well. 2 good saves at both ends. And it remains 3-1 with 12 minutes and a bit of change to go, plus what the referee adds on. We put the corner in. It's cleared away by Sociedad. I nearly said Sevilla. Used to Sevilla being in the Europa League. Adil slide tackles that ball into touch, and it will remain 3-1, 5-3 with 10 to go. Free kick to Monaco, only 3 minutes to go of regular time. Hudson-Odoi is going to be on the end of this. Can he put it away? No, it's a very good save yet again from the Sociedad goalkeeper, and we have a chance from a corner. Enrique to put this in. Tapsoba got his head to it, but it's just wide into the side netting. But the time is running out for Sociedad as we get into the final minute of regular time. Hudson-Odoi on the ball. Can we wrap this up? We try and find, I think that was Enrique we were trying to find. I hope it was anyway, because otherwise it wasn't a great ball. But now they get it down the other end to Sociedad, and Marshall on the ball. He puts a long one in, tries to catch Goron out, and nearly does. Tell you what, that would have been embarrassing. As we get now past added referees time, it looks like we're going to be going through to the next round after a very helter-skelter tie. 3-1 on the day, 5-3 on aggregate, and it is all over. I can take a breath after that, because that was all action for 180 minutes. 2-0 down at one stage in that first league. We have come back to win 5-3. Those 2 away goals, very important, albeit we did win by 2 goals here, but without those away goals, we would have been in a lot of trouble. A much better performance from us today to pick up a 3-1 win. And we will be making our way into the next round of the Europa League, which is good to say after we bowed out early last season. I'll tell them it was a good win. It wasn't a superb performance by any stretch of the imagination, but we are through, and we will see who's gone through in the other ties. You can actually already see some of it here. Real Madrid sneaking past Milan on penalties. Sporting beating Bayer Leverkusen on away goals. PSV knocking out Benfica. And we will see who we're playing in the next round very shortly before we wrap up this episode. And here are all the results. Inter Milan have beaten Eintracht Frankfurt 3-0 in the away league after losing the home league 1-0. That is of particular interest to us. Take the hint there. Also, Valencia were able to beat Everton 4-1 on aggregate. Napoli winning 5-0 at home to make it 6-4 over AZ. And Celtic with an away goal pick up a 2-1 win over Porto. So they are the teams going into the next round where we get to the quarterfinals. And indeed, you can see we are taking on Inter Milan, who are currently first in Serie A. We were expected to get to the semi-finals. Hopefully the board would understand if we get knocked out in this round, because Inter Milan are very good. They're the sort of team that if the job came up, I would actually consider applying for it and stepping up from Monaco, because these guys have a bit more money in their coffers and are a very serious team. If you look at them, well, they're currently in debt actually, but you know what I mean in terms of in general, they usually have a fair bit of money going on. They are a rich history club. Antonio Conte we will be matching up with. Romelu Lukaku, Skriniar, Foden. That is a very dangerous team. First in Serie A, 2 points clear of Juventus. They are going to be a massive challenge for us. You can see their average rating-wise, Foden, Durand, goals Durand, assists Foden. They are a serious team. That is going to be a tough task. And considering when that game falls, that will indeed be in tomorrow's episode. A couple of Ligue A games that we'll catch you guys up on, both before and in between games, especially that next one we're playing is actually against Lens, who are third. If we're able to beat them, that would surely get us Champions League football locked in for next season. One thing I forgot to show you guys was the Ligue A table. After that win against Marseille, we are again 13 points clear of Lens and Stade Brest with 9 games to go. We should be able to hold on to that position in second, but a win in that upcoming game against Lens would certainly help things out even more. But yeah, massive test tomorrow once we go all the way back down again. I wish they'd save where you'd just been in this game. It's a bit annoying having to do that most times. But we're going to be taking on Inter Milan. The first league's at our house too, so we really need to get things going quickly I think the episode after that, we might be back for the Coup de France final as well. So we are definitely getting into the latter stages of this season here at Monaco. Hopefully our last one before we get back into Champions. Well, I say back into Champions League football, our first taste of the European Champions League anyway. But if you did enjoy today's episode, a pretty entertaining two-legged tie against Real Sociedad, then please do leave a thumbs up down below to let me know that you appreciate it. Also, if you have not done so already and are enjoying the series or any of the content here on the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on as well. All that good YouTube stuff, which is greatly appreciated. And until I see you for the intergame, thank you very much for watching. Keep on keeping on, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.